welcome to Fans of the Forge. I'm Chris. To my right we have
Teresa.
To my left we have
I'm Sean.
And this is a night fight reaction video.
Ew.
So if you
All day, that noise. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Teenagers.
Yeah.
Teenagers do that?
Meow. All day.
That's obnoxious. But anyway.
I'm hip. I'm cool.
This video is
Sorry.
about Night Fight.
We're talking about Night Fight.
So if you don't know what Night Fight is, there is a show on the History Channel after Forged in Fire, and it's called Night Fight. And it is chronicling the ACL, which is the Armored Combat League. And in this league, they have a number of men that fight in armor using real weapons, bashing each other with weapons. And this show basically starts off with 6 guys and works their way down to one winner for the episode. The first round is an all-out melee between all 6 guys, and then there's these 2 judges alongside Christian from WWE who decide who moves forward and who doesn't.
Okay.
So then 2 people get eliminated after the melee. Then there's a team battle, 2 people versus 2 people, and you're given an armor style and weapon to use.
So there's always a theme for the episode, where
Right.
it's like we saw England versus Scotland in the Braveheart.
Yeah, that was the last one we watched. So it's kind of breaking it up into these ones where they don't get to use the stuff they came with. They're given what they can do. They're allowed to modify stuff. There's actually a forge that they can work in, or they have armors there that help them get these things shaped. Then they do their team battle. Again, the judges decide who won the team battle based on who's getting thrown down.
So the first round is like 3 rounds that are a minute long.
Yes.
And then the second set is 2 rounds that are a minute and a half long.
Right. So then the judges decide which team wins, and the 2 people on that team then face each other in the final.
Mm-hmm.
So they go from being teammates to opponents.
Right. And then in this part, you're allowed to wear any armor that you brought with you, or any of the armor that you used for the second part, the team challenge, and any weapon or armor out of all of that.
Okay.
And you could make what was the term that the guy used for it yesterday? Murderized or something?
Monsterized.
You could make a monsterized set of armor. I think the proper term would be bastardized set of armor, because you're just like picking and grabbing different pieces.
I like murderized.
Even though
Murderized wasn't the right word. I just made that up, but that is a cool word.
Yeah.
I like that. So basically, they just find what they like. If there's stuff that they got from the second round they like, they can use it. And they go on to fight each other for 2 rounds, a minute and a half each, and then a winner is chosen.
And what are the criteria for the choosing of the winner? I remember aggression.
Aggression
is one of them. Style,
overall domination of like, are you knocking people down? Are you getting real hits in? That sort of thing. And there's also, I should have mentioned earlier on, there's a number of rules to the weapons that you can use for these things. The weapons that you come in with, be it axe or sword or anything else, must be blunted.
Mm-hmm.
So you're coming in with a dull weapon.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to do stabbing strikes. You're not allowed to hit anybody in the back of the head or the back of the...
You can hit in the head.
You can hit them in the head, but you're not allowed to hit them in
the groin, the back of the knees, or the feet.
That's right. Okay.
But you can hit them in the head.
You can hit them in the head, and then if someone falls down, if they're on the ground or on like a knee, you can't hit them. So it's interesting rules, and it does make sense, because even a blunted sword is still a profile like a sword, so it could possibly have some stabbing damage, especially you would assume they have this armor that's tough enough to withstand it, but they've done tests on Forged in Fire before where they're stabbing into chainmail armor and they're breaking through it. So like there's no messing around with that sort of stuff.
Well, it's mostly plate armor, though, right?
No, it's a mix.
Oh, right.
It's a mix. So there is plate armor. But then they're also given chainmail and stuff that they use.
Depends on the time period from which
Right.
they're pulling.
If someone's on the ground, let's say you got knocked down. Now, mind you, everyone, I haven't watched any episodes yet, so this is interesting. If someone's knocked on the ground,
Yes.
can they then just like bust up and just like
Yes,
do something like
Sure.
it's
Yeah.
not like, okay, everyone like get back and then let him get to his feet. Like that dude can just pounce on you like from
In theory, yes.
Generally, what we've seen is when they fall, they're kind of like the other dude just walks away and goes to where the group is.
Because you do have to remember
still gotta collect
they're
himself.
wearing
Yeah.
they're wearing 50 pounds of armor.
yeah.
So to be able to get back up takes some time.
Yeah.
Almost anyone that has fallen down on the show, it takes them a minute to get back on their feet. And by the time they
Okay.
are on their feet, the other guy's like, he's
They've
trying to
just moved
score
on.
points.
Yeah.
So he's running across. And you do see, so when it comes to the brutality of this thing, there are some pretty brutal hits. Some guys really, they'll take the weapon and they'll slam it down on somebody's head.
Yeah.
Like, those guys are feeling it. Armor or no armor, that's going to hurt. And so, it definitely can be pretty brutal. And you've seen, there've been guys that have run across the whole little arena and shoved into a guy and like smashed him up against the wall. Like they're really hitting him hard. So
Man.
it's an interesting show from that aspect. It's fun. It's I don't know how else to explain it really. That's really the gist of the show, right? Then basically they choose a winner, and that winner
And it's
gets-
kind of like Knife or Death, where 6 episodes, and then at the end they have the final.
I think there's 7, and then there's a final with 7 or something.
I thought it was 6.
I don't
so
know.
that the
I
final
thought
is
it was
modeled
7.
like the rest of them. Maybe that's 6
I don't
guys
know.
at the beginning.
I thought it was 7. Who
Anyway.
knows?
Probably
Doesn't matter. It's an interesting show. If you want to check it out, check it out.
Have they made like their own cookware yet?
Not yet.
No, none yet.
Although we've only
Oh.
seen episode 2.
I
like
think
1
there's,
and 2.
there's only 1 or 2 more episodes after that we haven't seen.
Yeah.
I think. So no frying pans or anything as of yet. So
Maybe like come out with a wok, like plate armor wok.
that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's a movie on Netflix called The Ballad of Buster Scruggs, and it's a Coen Brothers movie. It's
Okay.
like a Western style movie, and it's a bunch of different stories. And one of the stories in there is called Pan Shot. And without really ruining the movie, because the movie itself is not really,
Going with this
it
one.
doesn't really matter. The movie's not that good. So if I ruin it for you, don't worry about it. You're not going to be missing much. This guy is like I forget, he's like a shopkeeper or something, and James Franco is like this outlaw and shows up and tries to rob this guy. And then this guy, like, I forget what he does. He knocks out James Franco, and James Franco like tries to get him, like kill him and shoot him. This guy comes running out of the building covered in pots and pans. And James Franco is shooting at him, and they're just ricocheting off the pots and pans.
What?
Yeah. It's called Pan Shot. That's one of the short stories in the movie. That's why it just reminded me of that.
Boy.
I'm telling you, don't bother watching the
Sounds
movie.
great.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Don't watch the movie.
Direct to DVD.
Anyway, so that's Night Fight. I mean, what else is there to say? We've enjoyed the 2 episodes we've watched, but we haven't felt the urge to like, I need to watch the next episode right now. Like it's good,
Yeah.
but it's not like must-see TV. And all the guys that are competing, kudos to them for being able to do that sort of thing. I told Teresa when I first saw this, you know how I was always about like, I want to go on
Blade
Night for
sports?
Death, Blade Sports. Right?
Yeah.
I want to do that. I have no interest
No.
in Armored Combat League. I don't want to put on armor and get my head bashed in. It looks crazy, but more power to these guys that want to do it. So all I can say is we're not going to cover any more of the episodes. This is just a one-off thing.
Unless there's a huge demand for it.
We'll see.
You'll need to watch it, Sean.
All right.
That's the case.
All right. I'll
You know what? Even
check it out.
even if you just watch a couple episodes or one episode, and then you come back and then have something different to say about it, but really we've pretty much described the entire thing, and there's really not going to be.
There's not much variation. Like with it's dudes fighting, and then there's a winner.
And it's the same thing every time.
You
there's
know,
a melee,
the variation
then there's
is
a
the
team.
second round when they've got the little bit of different history.
Yeah, the history makes it a little bit different. So there's that variant there, but not like Knife or Death, where it's really what type of weapon is someone bringing, what type of fruit are they smashing into, and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, I'll check it out.
Yeah, watch an episode.
Yeah.
Couldn't hurt.
I'll watch that shitty movie you just described too.
I can give you better things to watch on Netflix than that shitty movie. Anyway, thank you for watching. And, you know, if you're part of the Night Fight team, you know, you're putting on a good show. The
Christian, hit us up.
Yeah, Christian. We're big WWE fans from back in the day.
Not so much.
Not Sarisa so much, but Sean and
My
I.
dad was.
And, but anyway, you know, it's a good production quality. Everything about the show is done well. The guys on the show are all doing everything well. So, you know, we're rooting for you as a show. We hope you come back and continue to put on good episodes. And we'll check out a few more. And that's as much as we can really say about it. But, yeah, nice job. And thanks, everybody, for watching. Go check out Knife Fight and see if you like it. That's it. Bye.